Welcome, we have victory in CWL invite, yes, 113 to 112. This is a war recap. We're going to break down some hit-ups, 11s, 10v10s, and some 9s, and maybe some dips as well. So stick around for this. And guys, our squad, I have to give props. The heroes of the day are our Town Hall 11s. Not a single dip fail for the Town Hall 11s. Amazing. And of course, we have to give props to a 4-pack from Blast himself doing hit-ups. And then also Lloyd getting the valuable, amazing Lloydess moment, goddess moment. Even though he's not a girl, he's going to get the goddess because he's Lloydess. Lloydess 6-pack 3-star. Let me show you some of these attacks. I'm going to first do one hit up and then maybe we'll get down. Let's do a number 33. Now I'm going to show you this one. I did hit this one live on stream, and with a few tweaks, if you can go back and watch that stream on Twitch, he made a few tweaks to the attack here. So just be aware that up at 12 o'clock added more bowlers and Valkyries. What that enabled was a deeper push into the core. So they got the Expo and the cannon down. Unlike my attack, if you go back and watch it, was not able to get that, and I could not get down the Town Hall. So again, I've always talked about you got to get the beautiful tweaks. And let me just speed this up. He's just clearing some outside structures. This is going to be a long video using some archers there, some minions or whatever to get the cleanup. And here comes the 12 o'clock funnel. Now, look at this beauty. Gonna get double bowlers to go 4 and 4. And then he's got a rage up here. And then here comes the 2 Valkyries as they come into the core. Now, the Valkyries actually did some serious work. Valkyries getting some serious work here on the Expo. Able to take down that Expo. That was critical. And they even weakened down all these gold storage as well. So just with that tweak there, was able to get the job done. And he didn't need as big a kill squad for the Town Hall because he had the Queen there to help out as well. So invested quite a bit on the funnel. Sometimes oh my goodness, the switchback hair is going crazy. But anyways, I have to show Blast hit, and he killed the CC. So way to go to clean up this hit. Very nicely done for Mr. Blast. I love it. I love it. He came out positively radiant tonight, guys. Positively radiant, doing every single thing correct. Freezing right, he was raging right, he was healing right, he was queen ability in right. And it just worked out beautifully, my friends. It just worked out so beautifully that this is a beautiful 3-star attack. Well, 2-star attack, I should say. Anyways, look at this. See, last time on my hit, Expos, they were not taken down, so the Queen died. But this is just glorious. In fact, it was actually getting a little. It almost ended up as a fail. Look at this. Look at this. Look how the Queen locked onto the enemy Queen. Look at this. She locked on just for a second. This could have totally ruined the raid, but thankfully the EA did not lock onto the Queen, and there was nothing around her. If there was an Expo on the Queen, that could have spelled doom for the attack. But there you go, Blast. Thank you for showing us how it's done. That is a motherfucking Spartan 2-star. Anyways, we are going to go on to number 14. We're going to be breaking down these attacks. Lloyd coming in hot with the first, with a nice triple here. Now, this kind of base doing a Queen Walk Dragon. Now, I've shown these attacks on my base, on my videos before. Now, on these sort of bases, of course, you're looking for air defenses. You got to get down those air defenses no matter what. You don't always have to Queen Walk, and you don't always have to bring clone. I've done clone spells with dragons. You can do all kinds of sorts of things. What are you kind of looking for these dragon attacks? Well, you want to look for the best value of a walk. Now, what could that mean? That obviously you're going to need some air defenses, but even what can you get besides the air defenses? How can you wall break in if you're going to wall break in? Now, a lot of times on these hits, you actually wall break in, but on this one, he chose not to bring any wall breakers. None whatsoever. He's going to just let the Queen do her thing and take out a couple of these defenses. Let's just speed up this as she takes down the Queen, and look at that. Going to the second air defense, and on the third, he's going to get the third air defense. That's why there's no wall breakers. There was no need on this base. Now, you could have broken in here in the core, but she would have just gotten stuck on the storages, and then she would have banged a wall. Just really not much value there. Not much value at all. And here comes the lure of the CC. So very nicely done on the lure. And just right before, look at that, taking down that air defense, we're going to quadruple time this lure because we don't have all day here. King providing funnel. That's what happens a lot on these raids, guys. The king does funneling for the dragons. Now, interesting, he actually put in the loons before, pretty early. Typically, sometimes you can wait on the loons, but he wanted to get this air defense down. Now, because the loons are off by themselves and he does lose a couple to the Inferno Tower. That is the danger. If you can, try to get the dragons out in front of the loons if you can, and then bring the loons around. So I know it's not always perfect. It can't always be done. But see, look at the power of the loons. They can really cause some damage in the core here, especially where these expos are. It's very difficult to get down these expos, but the queen's just providing, she just completely circled the base, taking out these backside archer towers, and it's just beautifully done, beautifully executed. And yeah. No hound necessary, guys. Now, if that air defense was probably deeper inside the base, you probably would have had to bring a hound or figure out a better funnel or something to get it. But since it was on the perimeter, you didn't even need it. Anyways, El Real himself coming up, Mice Mo, with another queen walk. Now, this is 5 rages. Now, this one came down to the wire. This was hit before. I should show a process on this, but it just ran out of time. I think it was like a 97%. We had quite a few high percentage time fails. But this is just beautiful. So look how many wall breakers he's got. Now the baby dragon's for funnel. If you didn't have the baby dragon here, and he's using this gap between the archer tower and the cannon for the funnel as well. He realized he doesn't need to funnel over here, guys. He doesn't need to funnel because the queen will step over here. As long as you put the queen right, there's the black bomb for the trigger, the loon for the trigger, and he's gonna save a heal. If you can do that, it's definitely worth the 5 space, guys. Of course, there was a scout on this before, so he knew where that was. Now, because of this long queen walk, what is he going for? Now look at this. Because he's going to break in at 9 here, we already know it, and it's away from the Inferno. See how the queen, she can take down both expos before she even counters the Inferno Tower. So pretty powerful walk as long as you keep her alive. Gonna have to use quite a bit of rage on her. Let's just speed this up a bit. King is there for funnel. Again, a lot of times king is used for funnel. And look, he's going to bring in the wall breakers as soon as this queen gets contact on the double expo. Now you look what's going to happen here. He's got double expo on her. Here comes the wall breakers. Now exactly what you want to have happen. And then under rage, look how he raged up, was able to break through because that rage, it got at least one of the wall breakers to get that inner core. It really helped out so she could reach this Inferno, but it wasn't necessary because she could have reached that one anyway. So, but because of that extra wall break, is very nice. So how do you do that, guys? How do you get those wall breakers to go in that way? Well, typically when you're going in that deep push, you want to put the rage down, and then as the wall breaker's coming in, and that's usually when you're encountering the hound, unless you've already lured it for some reason. But on this one, as you could tell, waited for the queen to tank for the expo, both expos, and then brought in the wall breakers, and then placed the rage down. That way it opened up the whole base. Look at this beauty. And then on the back side, look, he put the minions down immediately. Now if he hadn't put the minions down immediately over here, there would have been a time fail. Honestly, a little bit late on the last couple here. Oh no, wait, never mind, not late. He put them up top. I was like, what is he doing? Not late at all. Very nicely done, but you could tell he put the minions down immediately and saved 2 loons for some cleanup because it came down to the wire. Literally, that attack, there was 1 second left. It was like the last second got it down, but it doesn't matter. We're going to move on because this is beautifulness from my clan. Unfortunately, I did not have a good war, but sometimes that happens. I was really pissed out. I guess I did a scout or a plan that was used again, but well, it was a plan. I hit it from someone else who had a fail, and then I hit it, and then we hit it a 3rd time, and it finally went down. So it was a kind of progression. Anyways, I won't show you that progression, but you know, we had 2 fails on that 2-star I showed you, the hit up. Anyways, Suremus himself doing a very nice attack. Now look at this. This should be a video of itself, and in fact, I think I'm going to make a video of itself. In fact, I will make a video of itself. In fact, come back for that. I'm I'm gonna cut that short, and I'm gonna leave this section in. So we're gonna come back for Sue. I'm gonna make a whole video on that attack because it's so unique using bowlers and baby dragons. You don't see that a lot at the Town Hall 10 level, so I had to do it. Anyways, yeah, come back for that. Be sure to subscribe and watch that attack. And Sue, don't worry, Sue. We will show your power. We will show your skills off because I like you. I like you. Okay, using masked dragons here. Now this time, this is the Drag Laloon clone. I've shown this attack on my YouTube channel, and Lloyd, of course, got a 6-pack. Now he is the hero of the war. 6-pack 10v10. I mean, that is impressive. He did that in the NDL as well. I think it was the NDL, or was it last war? No, it wasn't last war. Definitely not last war. It wasn't the NDL. But anyways, using Queen to get down a couple of the air defenses here, and then the bowlers are going to get down the inner core air defenses and a couple expos. So very nice kill squad. And the reason he can do that, it was kind of susceptible, right? It was kind of susceptible, able to open up this kind of whole intersection. Bowlers getting some serious work, and this last expo as well is going to drop by the king. So pretty powerful stuff. Got 2 expos down and got all the air defenses, and then on the backside here, just gonna mass dragon it. He didn't even bring loons. Now, the one thing I could have said here that you could think about is bringing back in loons. Now you could drop one. That means you'd have to drop 1 dragon to bring the back in loons. Now, nice clone spell on these loons here, and then he's got the haste. I do like that. So when you put the clone spell, try to put the clone spell as it encounters into the first Inferno Tower. That way it's not, they're not getting damaged as they go into the Inferno Tower. You drop the clone, and then they kill the Inferno Tower, and then you haste around it or rage around it, and then they go through. Now, the reason I say back-end archer towers, you see here, these can cause serious problem. If you had some back-end archer, I mean, he did have these loons here, but say these loons weren't alive. Say these loons weren't alive, it would have caused some serious problem. It could have ended up as a time fail. I mean, 1 archer tower can end dragons. Say these dragons both went to the town hall instead of that archer tower, it would have been a fail. But so again, try to, sometimes it's hard, but I'm just saying for your own practice, try to find those bases, you know, try to find where you can take down the archer towers. They're usually on the back end of the section, and they're kind of hard to get to sometimes. But who haven't I shot? You know what? Let's go with Vitamina. Suicide Lalo. Quad Lalo. Whoa, guys. Quad Lalo, Suicide Lalo. Okay. Vitamin. Here's some Town Hall 9 action. And how long? We're only 12 minutes in? Nice. Only 12 minutes in, guys. Only 12 minutes in. So we can show a couple of the Town Hall 9s. Okay, there's the Suicide Lalo. And here comes the loon section. Now, again, just took down the enemy, not even the enemy queen, just took down some defenses. He's got a skelly for the enemy queen. And then, unfortunately, look at this, guys. Unfortunately, the queen, which happens a lot, the queen went to the hound, which went over to the air defense. So these skellies ended up not even taking down the queen. But can they break through the wall and kill the queen in the end? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. It looks like the loons are probably going to... I mean, he's got so many loons up, guys. This is kind of maddening. Look how many loons he has. He's got like 50,000 loons. He's got a heal spell, but very nicely done from Vitamina. And saving the heal spell, of course, for this top section. Why save it for the top section? Well, you have to. If you didn't have a heal up here, it would have been a fail. You got an Expo, you got a Tesla, Archer Tower, and a Wizard Tower. So you're going to have to drop the heal to make sure they stay alive. We're going to speed this one up. There goes the heal as they encounter the Wizard Tower. And look, Red Bomb as well. So very patient on the heal, and looks like he doesn't even have to take down the queen. Now that is pretty powerful. Looks like the loons are just so powerful that they don't even have to take down the queen. Or do they get the queen? Okay, they do get the queen in the end, but it wouldn't have mattered. He would have smashed it anyway. Very nice attack, very nicely done. Suicide Lalo, just showing some highlights, guys. Sometimes you can't break down all the attacks. I'm just kind of highlighting are awesome. Let's go with Alpha. Haven't showed Alpha in a while. Let's go with Alpha King himself. Who is he hitting? Bran Helsing with a Queen Walk Hog attack. Okay, nice. Queen Walk Hog attack. And look, we already know where he's trying to go. He's going to probably push the queen down to 6. That's why the baby's here in the loon. Here comes the CC as well. Going to drop the poison. A double poison. Okay, he's going to have a double poison. One for the CC, and probably going to save the second poison either probably for the queen. So he decides not to put the poison. Okay, here comes the poison. Very nicely done. Queen is going to path exactly how he wanted. And we'll just speed up through the CC kill. Not bad at all. And he's going to save the other poison for the enemy queen, I'm pretty sure. He's either going to save it for the enemy queen or the king or skellies for his hog. Sometimes it just depends. If you put one on the enemy queen, that saves you a rage, but he's going to just go ahead and... oh my goodness, Valkyries can cause serious problem. He's going to go ahead and use the Skelly, use the poison for it looks like the Skelly spells as the hogs go in. So very, very good stuff. Look at this. Ooh, the Tesla causing problems though. He did not expect that to happen. He's trying to wall break in here so the queen can get this wizard tower and expo. That is why you want to wall break in at that junction. Very patient on the wall breakers. He's got to test wall breakers and wall breakers behind, and it's a good thing because if he didn't have all those wall breakers, these structures in the middle would have caused serious problems for the hogs. Look at this funneling, guys. This is just pro stuff, pro moves. Queen has nowhere but to go but inside, and this is very important. Taking down a wizard tower and expo all because of wall breakers. Now you might be thinking, well, he could have brought more hogs. He wasted so many. He had so many wall breakers. I think he had 7 wall breakers at the beginning, or 8. I mean, that's a lot of camp space, you might be thinking, but it was totally worth it. He didn't, totally worth it. So much worth it that he's going to be swagging probably. How many troops is he going to swag? 3 hogs? Wow. Swagging 3 hogs and a rage. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Alpha. He is Alpha. King Alpha. He's the alpha male. He's the rice to the boo. Who have I not shown some love to? Magnus DH. Let's go with Magnus DH. I feel like he's new. Magnus DH with a 6-pack as well. Wait, Magnus DH. Is this name new? Am I dreaming something here? I don't know, but another queen walk. Now again, 10 wall breakers, guys. 10 wall breakers. Where's my water? These recap videos go on forever. Okay, gonna break in here. Now I do like this break. Why? Because he gets that elusive expo. Gets the elusive expo. He's got the funnel down with the wizard over there. Queen, as long as you put the queen in the right pathing. Now, people like to ask, how do you figure out where to queen walk? How do you do it? Guys, I really can't help you as far as you just have to practice. That's the standard. You're just going to have to practice, guys. Practice those walks. There's really no way around it. Here comes some other wall breakers. Look at this beauty. We're opening up the compartment for the queen, but she steps out anyway. A little bit late, it looks like, on the wall breakers, but it won't matter anyway because she will step in. Now, how do you figure out how to drop those wall breakers? Well, you notice he dropped the wall breakers before this building went down, so it opened up at the junction there. If you waited too long, they would have gone to this junction, I'm pretty sure. And he put the wall breakers right where he just put that wizard. So again, it's all about placement here. And you might be thinking, well, again, he could bring extra loons. He could bring extra hogs. Why waste on the wall breakers? Well, look at what the queen does. See, if he didn't open up here, she would have been banging on a wall, or worse, she would have walked around the base. So because he opened up with wall breakers, she's not banging on a wall. She's clearing Teslas. She's clearing cannons. She's clearing all the little things that are necessary to get a base down. So very nicely done. Is the queen going to stay alive? She barely stays alive. Very nicely done. Now she bangs on the wall, and eventually those 2 healers are going to give her back up to full health before, oh my goodness, before she even does it. But look at this beauty, guys. He's got a 1 loon on the cake. He's got his cleanup down already. Guys, you got to make sure you get that cleanup immediately. Now, if you're running into time fails a lot on your attacks, just be sure to practice those wizard cleanup. So my kind of suggestion for you, right when you put your hogs down, clean up right then. And mentally, you just got to say hogs down, loons down, clean up behind. Or during the middle of the raid at like a slow point and you're just kind of waiting, try to think, okay, in the middle of the raid, I gotta put my cleanup down. So you just kind of have to play the mental game there, and we're 18 minutes in. And I'm not going to show you my fails, but let's Lex Diamonds had okay, let's show some, you know what, guys, let's show some bat. Actually, you know what? Let's show Mask. We'll end it on Mask. Mask is a new guy in the clan. I just met him, and he is another Queen Walk Hogs. Wow, these are powerful attacks. That's 3 Queen Walk Hogs in a row, but we're going to do it anyways. So Mask is a new guy in the clan. I'm not even quite sure where he's from, but he's got an interesting name. Maybe he's what kind of language is that? Is that Chinese or Japanese or Korean? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Or maybe he just likes those characters. It doesn't matter. All she wills. Anyways, using a baby dragon for funnel. Pretty standard, guys. Again, if you didn't have this baby dragon here for funneling. Oh, look at that baby dragon helping out the queen. That is nice. But again, look at this. If the baby's not here, the queen probably goes to 3. I mean, she might not go to 3, but you're just, again, you got to use the funnel to just guarantee that your queen goes to where you want the queen to go. It's worth the camp space. A lot of times people think, well, I could bring 2 extra hogs. I could bring extra, firepower. Again, you have enough troops. If you allocate the troops properly, as far as bringing them enough wall breakers, bringing baby dragon to really help the, baby dragon's helping the queen do the right thing, it's totally worth it. Again, you can drop a couple hogs, drop a couple loons if need be, to bring extra wall breakers, to bring extra cleanup, to bring extra funnel troops, to guarantee that you get the job done. Now look at this amazing queen walk here. Unfortunately, he did open up here as well. Actually, he did not, unfortunately. I meant to say fortunately. But again, opening up this compartment. Now, why is he doing that? Because the queen should walk around to the cannon once she clears out the CC and the Tesla here and the sweeper. Now, if she doesn't, she might bang on a wall, but pretty probably not. She's going to loop around outside because she'll target this, but then instead of banging on a wall, she'll go to the open compartment. But let's see what she does. Sometimes the AI of the queen is a little bit flaky, but look at this. Because he wall broke in at this compartment, he got all that. Look at that. I told you, she walks around. Now, if this wall was not opened by wall breakers, she would have banged on the wall. What does that mean? I mean, in certain attacks, it means utter failure. It means time fails. It means all kinds of things. Hogs dying. On this one, it wouldn't have mattered. He had so many hogs up, and he swagged a rage, heal, and a poison, and he's got like 12 hogs up. How many? Is that like 2, 4, 6, 8? No, that's like 14 hogs or something. Tons of wizards. He's got so much. Here comes the final loon to take down this last gold storage, and Mask really dominated. He had a 6-pack this war. Amazing attacks from him, and that is just powerful. That's a great way to end the war. Again, Spartan's Legacy stepped it up. Thankfully, they were able to overcome my patheticness in the war. Unfortunately, I did not help out the Spartan's Legacy people this war as far as with hits. Maybe morale, maybe not. But again, props again to our Town Hall 11s for going perfect. Props to Blast for going perfect on the Hitups. He got a 4-pack, and props to Lloyd. Now there were a bunch of Town Hall 9. You know what? Let's go through the Town Hall 9, and then we'll go to the war stats. So who had the perfects? We had Mask with a 6-pack. We had Simoon with a 6-pack, and we had Magnus with a 6-pack. Very nicely done. And Mudkey with a 6-pack, and we had Lex Diamonds with a 6-pack. And finally, we had couple left over. We got Vitamin with a 6-pack, and I guess that's it. So there it is, guys. War stats. Crushed them, 113. Well, not crushed them. It came down, honestly, it was a great war. Props to North Watchers. It was a super intense war. It was a war of the week. They had some really, they were impressive on their hit-ups. They went 5 for 5 on hit-ups. They crushed us. We were 5 for 15. So props to North Watchers. They even had an extra Town Hall 10 hit, but they had a couple dip fails on their side, and that is what was the game changer. So again, dips are not always, they're not always easy. But again, great war for our clan, huge victory for us, and I appreciate, oh my goodness, that hum was boosted. And I appreciate all the Spartans Legacy people. Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me war recap, and thank you all. And that's a 23-minute video. And hopefully you did not waste your life today, and hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you enjoyed the swished back hair. We'll see you next time. Halo out.